Good morning. I want to offer you a little weekly update. I hope you're staying safe. My very first concern is to share with you some insights about our access to the Holy Eucharist. I want to underline, our Archbishop is our shepherd. He loves us. He wants us to be safe. He's working with health authorities, working with the civic leaders in the 3 different counties in our archdiocese. And he is as anxious as you are and as I am for all of us to have access to some limited grouping for the Mass and to adoration. So I'll keep you updated on that. And I know that we will prayerfully remember when the priest celebrates, he celebrates for all of us, not for himself. When he receives, it's for all of us. My next underlining for us, I know that many of us have a devotional life in reconciliation. For example, I have no access to my regular confessor at the moment, but I have to remember again what our Holy Father says. Make an act of contrition. The Vicar of Christ says that's where you should be right now during this pandemic. If you want to have that devotional, sacramental access to reconciliation, just email us. The 3 priests are here. We will make sure that we observe all of the safe procedures for distancing and masks. And we will, if you want to call anonymously, say, I'd like Father Joe, I'd like Father Rick, I'd like Father John, whatever. We'll arrange that for you at a time that is convenient. We also, now I'm going to go to the need that we have in our bodies. You know, I have a deep concern as the father of this family. I don't want any of my children to be bodily hungry. And you have an obligation to let me know of families who are under stress right now, who may not have access to enough money to buy food. That's the bottom line. You have an obligation to let me know. I will then anonymously take care of those families. But if a family is hungry, shame on me and shame on us. We need to take care of them. And so I ask that you do that very quickly. Phone me or email me. Let someone in the office know that you need to talk to me. But please, please, please do that and help me. And you may be directly helping them, but I also need to know. My next little update for you is this is graduation week for our own school and many other schools. We bless the graduates, and I know that they'll be celebrating virtually, but our hearts are with you. We love you and your families, and may God bless you on the next part of your journey. Now I'm going to give you a very brief update about our need for prayer. Please pray in the power of the Holy Spirit for a vaccine and a cure for this terrible disease. A vaccine and a cure for this terrible disease. I was going into Holy Cross Cemetery yesterday, and coming in the gates of the cemetery, the young man said, "Oh, hi Father, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm very happy to be driving in. I thought 2 months ago I would be driven in." And I thought the poor fellow was going to jump out of his skin when I told him the reason for that statement. But again, we have to be grateful and pray for a vaccine and for a cure. And then, of course, we're looking at the little update about our church. The wood for our church is coming from Peru, up in the mountains, from a very poor community. That's what you're doing. You're keeping those people alive and having some sustenance, and you're giving them respect. But much of our wood, and especially our reredos, the wood relief behind the altar, is coming from there. And so their whole place is in a lockdown, and they can't have any access to the harbor. So again, pray that access will be available there and here. But pray about the wonderful people and the work they're doing. We're going to send you a lovely video clip of that community, and it will give you a sense of joy that you have enabled that to happen. I love you. May God bless you. I know you're praying for me, and I pray for you beginning my day and ending my day and in between. So you're in the sandwich of my life and love. May God bless you and keep you safe.